Hello and welcome everyone to the Skinny Jean Gardener Show. And to anyone that was just watching a second ago, I'm back. All right, I'm back on the right part. Tonight we talk to you guys about how gardeners can recycle better in 2021. We talk about a dad's attempt. Oh yeah, we've got some big stories coming up. A dad's attempt to rescue a lost parrot. Plus, parrots are leading the way, turning 1.2 miles into an extraordinary garden to transform the city's famous avenue. But before all of that, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone that shares the stream. Absolutely incredible. Last Friday's best of show, just on Facebook, had a record for us, 800 views. Thanks so much to everyone that shared that. Hang on, actually, who did share? Lisa, thanks to you for sharing it. Ian, thanks to you. Suggs, Harry, Stuart, all sharing it, all giving it a thumbs up. Thank you so much. It means so much to me. If you're watching on Twitter, a retweet of the stream would help me so much. If you're watching on YouTube, give it a... Somehow we lost subscribers. I don't know how. Didn't really like it. If you're watching on YouTube, give it a subscribe. Say hello over there. I'd really appreciate that too. And then, if you're listening on the podcast, share it too. That means so much. It does so much for the stream and really pushes us along. But tonight, we've got some big stories where you can call in on the phone number. The phone number tonight is 07423, you know it, 574, he says, 520. Come join me. It's Monday. Let's do it. Facilia. Or Pacilia, if you just read it off there.
Yeah. Oh, I'm on.
Oh, I can't hear you, Anon. I've done something wrong with the thing. Anyway, elephant poo is what I got.
Good evening, Lee. How are you?
Great, mate. Your signal is always terrible, but I'm good, my friend. Excuse me. You got an allotment? When I go, don't put artificial grass on top of me, all right?
Are you going to get composted, Lee?
Yeah, 2 minutes 40 into the night stream and only 2 likes. Let's get a like best, shall we? I don't really know what that means, but I like best tonight. Let's try and get 10 likes throughout tonight's show. I don't know how we're going to do that. If you're watching on Facebook, give it a thumbs up. That's how we're counting them. Or a smile. I don't really know what a smile is, but anyway. Thanks so much for joining me tonight, everybody. What a weekend. What a day back today. Back to it. Back to the homeschool grind, everyone. The homeschool grind. Which, in fact, I'm not being funny. And, oh no, maybe I shouldn't say this because actually I'm going to jinx myself. But today has actually been pretty good for homeschooling. It is a Monday. I do understand we've got a long way to go to get through the homeschool week, but we did all right today. We got a lot done, which I was very pleased with. Hey, thanks so much. Everyone watched Thursday's show. If you watched that, every Thursday I'm doing a homeschool gardening special. We're taking your phone calls specifically about kids' garden on Thursday. So if you fancy watching that, let's run down the rest of the week. Wednesday, we're watching Costa Gonzalez, the Australian guy. No ground force bingo this week. We're going to swap it up and go down under, mate. So expect plenty of dreadful Australian accents. And tomorrow we're talking about being productive in the garden. I was being too productive earlier by setting up some streams and obviously went on the wrong stream earlier. Just like Sugget says, I've just seen the most amazing gardening live. The hour flew by in minutes. Let's see who else is about. Stuart, good evening, Stu. I'm about for a while tonight. Nice one, mate. Lisa, good evening to you. Don't peak too early. You have another 4 days till Friday. I know, right? I love to jinx myself. Great weekend, by the way. On Saturday night, I watched Lisa's stream. She did a great one on Instagram. Really enjoyed it. Didn't manage to catch Wednesday. Didn't manage to catch Sugget's last night, unfortunately. Need to watch that back. But great one that sort of goes along the lines of what we're talking about tonight, but we'll come to that later on. It all comes down to, everyone, the news. Unfortunately, I've not picked another theme tune yet, so I'll get copyright for this, which is annoying, but we'll play it.
This is a Cindy Gardener Dachshund.
Three incredible stories to kick the week off with. First one is how gardeners can recycle better in the new year. The next one is a dad's attempt to rescue a lost parrot in a garden before realizing hilarious mistake. Plus, Paris will turn Champs Élysées into 1.2 miles of extraordinary garden to transform the city's famous avenue. But I think we really need to start with this one because I'd love to hear from you tonight on this one. 0742 357 4520 on this story. We're starting the year off right. Don't let me go to DJ tonight. I can feel it. I can feel that. 07 guys. Okay. So actually a nicey. 0742 357 4520. How gardeners can recycle better. How would you recycle better in the new year? What's your New Year's? We did that last week, New Year's resolutions. What's your recycling New Year resolution? 0742 357 4520. Okay, let's get in to the story. Good evening, Dan. How you doing, mate? Dan says, here we go. I make good evening. Hope you're well. I think it means hi, mate. Dan, I watched your very nice video before the show, showing off. Hey, everyone. Before we get into this story. Hey, everyone. Everyone should have received by now. Big up the Mark Mackey for incredible delivery from Empathy from the 12 shows of Christmas. Big up, Mackey. Because literally, I sent him the list of people after Christmas, by the way. And literally a day after, I started getting messages from people saying, thanks so much. Thanks so much to Dan for your video. Nice one, man. It was a good vid. I hope everyone else got theirs. Right, let's get into the story tonight. How gardeners can recycle better in the new year. It's from the Herald. Let's see what it's got to say. Experts, it's one of them experts one, offer tips how to put Christmas waste and packaging to good use to help the environment in 2021. It's time for all of us to green up our act and do our bit for the environment, says gardening experts Gareth Richards and Horry Farrell. Doing something positive for the environment isn't just about donating to the rainforests and charities or campaigning to end the ivory trade. Oh, man. I watched a terrible thing today with Olive. It was on CBBC about. By the way, if you want to chirp in tonight, then the link is here. Yeah, I watched a terrible thing today about. I mean, it's not gardening related. About rhinos and how they're getting done for their ivory. It's terribly sad. Anyway, well, we're not here for that today. You can make a difference outside your back door. They write in their new book. Do bees need weeds? Probably. Published with the IHS. There are so many ways to make a difference, from reusing cardboard packaging as a weed suppressant mulch to growing your own veg from seed. Gardens are a great place to give something back to nature. Soothing for the mind, body and soul. We know how good gardening is, don't we? The charity Garden Organic is also urging households to put Christmas packaging and waste to good use to benefit our gardens. There actually was, and we'll get on this, I'll tell you what in a minute. Emma O'Neill said, for the environmentally aware consumer, cardboard ticks all the boxes. It's renewable, recyclable, reusable, biodegradable, and instead of filling your recycling bin to overflowing, which we still took some recycling from Christmas. We still did that. And yet our recycling was still overflowing. Ridiculous, right? Instead of filling your recycling bin to overflowing, it can be put to excellent use in the garden. So, we've got some ideas. Recycled cardboard can be spread over bare soils, protect it against winter rains, to suppress weeds, and even to curl up inside pots to create insect shelters. That is such a good idea. Let's stick on that right now. Like, for starters, right? If you've got an area of the garden which you're not using right now, the worst thing you could probably do is leave it open and bare, because very slowly you're going to get weeds popping up. If you get cardboard, like I've had a few things delivered in the past few weeks, still waiting for a couple. No one on there, but Mackie would deliver. He's like a postman, always delivers. So many big boxes coming in. And literally, it's the best place. My raised beds, a couple of my raised beds, not the veggie pod, but my other raised beds are covered with cardboard at the moment, just to keep any weeds out of them. It's the best thing to use. But the great thing to also do, if you've got kids, and this is a great make. Have I got a bottle around? I haven't. I've got this reusable one because I'm always eco-friendly. I am. I try and be. We can all try. If you've got a plastic bottle, I know this is not a plastic bottle, you cut the bottom off, right? You can tie something to the top if you want, but to make a really instant, quick little insect hotel, you get some cardboard, you roll it up, put it in the bottom of the bottle, and then even just chuck it on the floor outside somewhere. It makes a really cool place for insects to come along. It's like an instant bug hotel. That's like a 20-second bug hotel make right there. If you want bugs. Great to put cardboard in. Here we go. Look. Put in the comments, tell me what you're up to. But Sug says, recycle old plant material into compost. Just pile it up and wait. It's a good point, Suggs. I thought it was a cardboard one, but we'll come to that in a minute. Let's have a little look. Right. Let's continue the story. Let's get through this story tonight. I realise we're up against it on time. Not usually. We can sit about. So a great one for insect shelters. Please be aware, however, that some cardboard is specially treated with a shiny plastic laminate. Now, there used to be a lot of that about, didn't there? But you'll find, so if you get, say, you can buy the subscription food service, they deliver it all to you. Or I had some bottled beer the other day. In fact, even the local friendly Amazon.co.uk, where you can get my Skinny Jean Gardener book from, even they now send out stuff without that shiny stuff on. But there are boxes out there, don't get me wrong, that do it. But that does make it much harder to break down, so avoid using these on your compost heap or mulch. Also ensure you take off all the plastic sealing tapes from the boxes that does not biodegrade. I'm not 100% sure, and in a minute, if we get time, I'm going to have a little look, or if someone else in the group can have a look. The tape, I'm going to pinpoint Amazon because they're everywhere at the moment. I know we should be supporting local, and it does happen. Don't get me wrong. I try to support local. I've not really been out and about. You should support local in the future. For now, Amazon will look after you. If someone can find out what the tape is made of, because I'm not 100% sure if the tape is compostable from the Amazon boxes, just let me know. But one thing we regularly do, and this is the next thing, is with our boxes, is we rip them up and put them into our cardboard. So if you rip them up into tiny pieces, I love put them in the cardboard, put them in our compost. Absolutely, that's such a good one for compost. Getting a bit of dry matter into the proceedings. Next up, Chris, getting compost Christmas with its inevitable surfeit of food can often mean bulging bins full of food waste, which is terrible news for the environment. However, you can easily make your own organic compost and plant foods, whatever size garden you have. There are so many ways to do that, including boschke bins, which use friendly bacteria to break down any kind of food, whether it is balcony wormery to a traditional garden compost heap. As you may know, dear listener, I have a lovely little wormery. I must go and check him out. I do use it a little bit because we get through quite a lot of veg clippings. I do feed the worms a little bit like pets. I must go and check them out. I've not checked them out this week. It's been pretty cold out there, isn't it? I'll let you know tomorrow how the worms are doing. I fed them at Christmas. They had a Christmas dinner, so they should be all right. A great way to do that. Talking of compost, here we go. Here's some questions. We'll get back to you guys in a minute. So Sug says, recycle your old plant material into a compost. Just pile it up and wait is a great way. Composting, I think, and we're doing this. I don't want to keep bringing it up, but we, as part of the school plan that's coming out in September now, team, we're doing composting. Plus, I think it's an amazing thing to be able to teach children and what they can do. Lisa says, I've been using cardboard over Christmas to try and turn beds into no dig, which is a fantastic idea. I really love that. Nice one. Bedo says, I heard potato peelings are not good on a compost heap. Is that right? Well, Mark Mackey instantly replies to that. Thanks, Mark. Shred your potato peelings in a blender. Compost really easy. I'd rip up my potato peelings quite small. Everything that I put in there, to be fair, I cut up and chop up quite small. Because it's gonna compost down quicker. We're not going to talk about compost all night tonight, but I do think that's one of the best ways that we can help recycle. Yeah, I still put potatoes in there. What's Beto saying? He's also saying still eating up from Christmas. Put loads of leftovers in tubs in the freezer. Well, there you go. That's recycling at its absolute best, isn't it? I added some more cardboard to a bed over the weekend too. I think it's a great idea. The cardboard stuff that we buy online comes in the most ridiculous of boxes. And if we can use it on our beds just to look after them, you will thank me forever, guys. The less weeding that needs to be done. Your worms eat better than my hubby. Probably do. I'm really trying to look after these worms. I'm really under a lot of pressure. I feel guilty. If you were with me last year when I bought the worms, I felt guilty that I accidentally, now I must make that clear, accidentally killed Richard Suggett's worms. He sent me some worms. I accidentally killed them. I also spent £12 on those worms. So you got to have money. If you want something to work out, you've got to put your money in where your mouth is, so to speak. Our school collected 100. I'm sorry, what? Our school collected 180 Christmas trees and raised at the same time over £1,000, which will all be chipped and used for paths. 180 Christmas trees. It's a lot, isn't it? Well done, though. What fantastic. In fact, I saw a van the other day with loads of Christmas trees. Good idea. I think it's a shame that Christmas trees are just dumped. I saw one the other day, just dumped on the side of the road, not even for anyone to pick up. Someone tried to hide it amongst some council bushes. Well, that'd be all right. But it was still good. It was probably better than some of the ones they were selling at the shops. I was like, it's a shame that they just sort of thrown to the side. I'm getting a real Christmas tree next year, guys. I'm on it. I'm going to keep it. My brother, I don't know if I told you this, my brother he had a massive tree. I'm like talking the size of a house. He had it in a courtyard. I wish I took a photo. It was a ridiculous size. He kept it up till March. It was still looking good. He spent a lot of money on it, so you've got to make the most of it. He didn't keep the Christmas lights on, I don't think. But it's a whole other story. Good idea, though. If you've still got your Christmas tree about, either send it to be recycled is the best thing, or 100% like Stuart says, get them chipped for part. That's a brilliant idea, that, isn't it? I love that. Well done, Stu. Really nice idea. Sugg says, Wick says we're giving away trees last week. Mental, isn't it? But them poor trees that we all cut down. Maybe I shouldn't get a tree next year. So conundrum that I'll spend the rest of the year worrying about. I've got plenty of time. And he also says, my poor worms. I named one of them Derek too. So sorry about that. Sorry. Anyway, composting, great way to recycle better in the new year. And also Christmas trees, a great way. As Ian says, a couple of years ago, I recycled trees for the fire. Helped keep us warm. Well, good one. It's a type of recycling. Should be used. I'm not really sure how else you get rid of them. Either put them on the fire or turn them into a bug hotel Christmas trees. Or have them for chippings. It's a great idea. Well done. Let's move on. Make a new pond. Any water in the garden is brilliant for helping wildlife, as well as attractive feature and a chance to grow different plants. Small ponds can easily be made without using plastic or fiberglass liner. Any watertight container will do. Every time I feel like these people have just been reading my book. As you will probably find out from my new book. It's not new anymore. It's over a year old. The Skinny Jean Gardener. Literally a year it's been on sale. Book. As you well know, we did that the other day, didn't we? On the show. But yeah, ponds, great way, isn't it? I mean, if you go and recycle, have a little look inside your shed to see if you've got anything. Either an old bucket or an old bath. Look at that. An old bath. I saw someone... Oh, no, actually, I didn't. I didn't see. I was about to say, this is how my life is. My world is getting so blurred at the moment. I was about to tell you that I saw someone turn a toilet into a planter the other day. I didn't see that. I saw it about an hour and a half ago on Romeo and Juliet, the cartoon film. Oh, how much longer have we got? But a great way is turning things into a pond, any sort of container, recycling it, making it really easy. Just make sure there's a ramp inside the pond so that amphibians, hedgehogs, and light can get out easily. Larger ponds can be made from puddled clay. Maybe. Recycle plastic pots. This is the time. And I know loads of people on the group right now will say they've got loads of plastic pots. And it always happens. Plastic pots are something that we talk about a lot. I don't even know if it's really a Richard said, I thought Romeo and Juliet was a documentary. When I was watching, I thought this could be a good watch along. What could we learn from this? Plastic pots are one of those things. We had a massive discussion, almost as much as we probably talked about peat-free compost. And I don't know what's going on. I couldn't tell you right now what is going on with plastic pots. And I feel like I might have bought some plants the other day in plastic pots. So I'm not 100% sure if it's on top of the priority list anymore. It should still be. I feel like there really should be no excuse. But we won't go totally into that tonight. But ask any gardener, ask any neighbour for a plastic pot, and you will be inundated. If you're a school and you're looking for things to grow in, and you want to go plastic pot way, you can make them, obviously. Then just ask parents, because in people's sheds, I know I've still got loads. I've given so many away. Last year, I gave so many plastic pots away. It's ridiculous. There's no excuse to go out and buy, even though I can't believe you still can. I'll go into garden centres. You can still buy packs of like 10 for like £3 or something. I don't know what they are. I don't understand why, because we've got an inundated amount. I know I don't really show my shed and stuff, but you'll still see me use plastic all the time because I'm recycling. What's the point of me getting rid of them just to bring them back? Anyway, plastic pots. Ask about everyone. to see if any your neighbours or anyone around, if you're on an allotment, ask about 100%. They'll have some plastic pots. But reused plant supplies are increasingly used and biodegradable. I'm not 100% sure. All recycled pots. But what you do with the black ones in the shed, throw them away a perfectly used pot is pointless. I think that could have happened a lot. Use water sustainably. A simple change or two can make a big step towards water sustainability. First, install a water butt. I've finally installed my water butt this year. I'm very happy. I almost get too much water. If you're Richard Suggett with about 40 water butts, that's no exaggeration. He's almost there. A little exaggeration. A water butt could be very helpful this year. It is much better for plants, especially everyone, if you're using or if you're growing indoor plants. We don't talk about indoor plants too much here, but if you're growing indoor plants, rainwater is the best to use for those. But I'm not going to talk massively about this because there's something amazing on Wednesday's show that we go into it. But there's something on Wednesday's show while we're watching Costa that has given me an incredible idea. I don't want to talk about it too much, but it's incredible. Stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. He says, I'm not much of an exaggeration. I'm aiming for 100 water butts. 100? Sucks. You know I said, dear, that everyone needs their little thing. I'm telling you. Someone look for waterbutking.co.uk. See if Suggs can get it. The Waterbutt King, Richard Suggett. So yeah, use water sustainably. I think we can all definitely do more of this. Definitely make that happen. And like it says, save on water bills. We're recycling, but at the same time, we're saving the dollar. Grow your own. I know a lot of us on there are grow your owners. Eating a plant-based diet is one of the best ways to reduce your carbon footprint. I'm thinking about going veggie. Don't think too hard. I'm thinking about it very, very slowly. But as we all know, grow your own is a great way to get gardening. But all these things that we're talking about tonight is the best things to probably, I mean, grow your own as a thing to recycle in this article is a bit off, really, because we all know that grow your own is great. But all these sort of help grow your own, don't they? Enlist nature to help with pest control, which is we are with. Here we go. Bug sprays that kill garden pests such as aphids and are environmentally damaging and kill other insects such as bees by planting flowers that attract eating wildlife such as hoverflies, ladybirds. Nature will do the job for you. We talk about this a lot, don't we? That we didn't. I don't even have. I think someone gave me some bug spray once. I had no idea what to do with it. I was like, I don't really want to use this. If you can get away with not using bug spray, I think that has got to be the way to go, isn't it? I mean, 100%. Let's see what people are saying in the comments tonight, because I'd love to hear what everyone's saying. You can call in if you want. Kick off the phone calls if you fancy it. 0742 357 4520. You can still use stay hydrated, team. You can still use the leaves to sprinkle around blueberry and cranberry plants to help get the soil more acidic. Is a top tip from Mr. Suggett. Beto says the ash went on the garden. Nice one. I think he means from his fire. I'm not sure what he was burning, but evidence probably. Here we go. Make a new pond. The rain we're having tonight, I won't need to make a new pond. Yeah, but the thing is, with rain, it's just going to soak away. Wouldn't it be amazing to have an area that it just stayed about for the frogs? Great for the grandkids, Mr. Beddoes. Great for the grandkids. Imagine coming over with the granddads to see the frogs. That's what it's all about. What are the big storage containers that come in a metal frame? Would like a couple of those. Might have to ask Matt at Crown Oil. Sure he has some sat around. What is happening here? What's Beddoes even talking about? What's he talking about? Which brings me up to halfway tonight. Wowza. If you guys fancy supporting the show, then you know where it's at. I really do appreciate everyone for watching. As I said at the start of tonight's show, if you fancy supporting, there's a few different ways from buying new merch. Mine's on its way. I can't wait. You can buy me a couple if you fancy buying me a couple, or just grab the book. I know a few who's got the book. But the biggest way you can support the show, which I appreciate so much, is just by liking, thumbsing up, sharing it out there, and letting people know about it. That's really, here we go. I'm just trying to sell my life away right now, and this is here we have it. Go on, hello, mate.
Hello.
Who is speaking?
It is David Dominy.
Hey, the Butt King, David. Sorry, I got muddled up. Hey, David Dominy.
Just joking. It's not. It's Mr. Saget.
Oh, I'm not sure if
I had to do that, didn't I?
You got me. You so got me. I thought you were going to come on and tell me about how you were recycling your £80 planters from last year, put them on the fire.
Yeah. Well, I'm afraid to disappoint. I thought I was just tapping in saying on the PC and his name came up, so I thought of him.
It happens. It happens sometimes in my nightmares.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we won't get into that.
No, not tonight. How you doing, mate?
I'm good. How's yourself?
I'm feeling funky. Is that a good word? I don't know. I thought it would sound cool. Yeah, I'm feeling good, man.
Good. Well, you're on a quite an interesting subject about recycling in the garden today. I think it's an interesting subject anyway.
It's good to think about, especially this time of year.
Well, I think as gardeners, we're terrible for spending money, so we try and do everything that we possibly can anyway.
Very true.
And I'm always of the belief that everything has a second use. Whether it looks good is another thing. I mean, you've got to be quite artistic to make some of these projects that you see look good.
Mm-hmm.
What I mean by that is, you see people sticking flowers and stuff or plants in a willy boot or something. I try and do that. It looks awful, but you see it on Pinterest or somewhere, it looks amazing.
Biggest thing with those welly boot partners, I really like them.
Yeah,
they need supports inside the welly boot to keep the shape of it. And also, I tried doing this make. I think I've talked about it before on here. I tried doing that make at a garden centre once in front of a little audience, and didn't realise that it was a metal bottom to the to the welly boot. Does make it more difficult. So if you are doing it in front of an audience, make sure you don't ham up like that.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But, no, I think that if you're very artistic, you can do some amazing stuff with upcycling. And even if you're not very artistic, give it a try. You're not going to lose anything.
That's it. I think there's got to be. I don't know if this is an actual thing. Probably must be somewhere. There is a certain gardener's eye to art. That's not the right word for it, but as gardeners,
I get what you're saying.
We have a certain, like, other people would come along and go, "What the hell is that?" This could just be me, by the way. So, what the hell is that? And I'm like, I've remade that. I've carefully / quickly remade that into a plant pot, and it looks amazing.
Yeah, but you're very good at that sort of thing anyway, and it does look amazing. But I know what you mean.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a very artistic person, as I think they said that as they shouted by in the car. There's loads of different things. I mean, that is the thing. Like, I think also, like, I am very much like I can't throw stuff away. If something inside the house is going to charity, not that I don't mind giving to charity, don't get me wrong, I love it, but
Yeah.
before it goes to charity, I think, could I make a plant pot out of that?
Yeah. Oh yes.
Yeah, to the point that not this year, not the year just gone, the year before that, my mate was getting rid of his bathtub, which I was going to turn into something, but it turned into a terrible idea in the end, which I had to remove. You remember it, right?
I do remember it. Yes, yeah, it was sunk in your ground, if I remember right.
Yeah, which thinking about to it now, totally pointless.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me at the time, did you? But you don't want to hurt my feelings, did you?
Well, it wasn't my place to say anything. It's your garden. You do what the hell you like with it. It's your bathtub as well.
But it actually wasn't. That's the problem. Anyway, I think we're very good at doing that. And all I would say on that side of things is think before you make. Yeah. But I think sometimes when you go on things like Instagram or Pinterest, when you're looking for inspiration, it's amazing what people can do with what we consider junk, and that is recycling to its finest. 100%.
And I think it was last year you said to me that your council had stopped collecting recycling materials during the first lockdown.
Yeah, they did. It was brilliant.
And you turned around to me and said it was brilliant. Yeah. Go into that a bit more.
Yeah, it was good. Everyone was moaning about it, and because obviously, especially you've got kids, but even if you didn't have kids, because we had so many materials, like you can go to like, I don't know, it's a hobby craft, for instance. Well,
yeah,
basically. We had Hobbycraft outside our back door. Just everything wasn't on shelves. It was just in clear bags.
Yeah.
And that kicked off. I want to say no, maybe not March time. End of March time when we had the first lockdown.
Yeah.
And that was the time that people were sowing seeds, and a few people said, "I've got nothing to sow my seeds in." I was like, literally, just look through them clear bags because you've got everything in there.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was suggesting at the time as well, if you get food containers, you might get a ready meal coming, or fruit sometimes comes in those plastic containers as well.
Yeah.
I was saying they're brilliant for sowing microgreens in.
Yes.
Add a bit of tissue at the bottom, scatter your seeds, spray in water, bish bash bosh.
Brilliant. In fact, I tell you what I'm going to do, right? On Thursday, we've got our kids show. On Thursday, I'm going to attempt to create everything you need for gardening out of recycling.
There we go.
There we go. We've just come up with a challenge there for Thursday's show.
Okay. Everything you need, you're going to create out of. So I want a digger.
A dibber?
A digger. A proper petrol-powered or diesel-powered digger. So I want to see how you create that out of recycled materials.
There'll be some limits, all right? Don't take them. There'll be some limits.
Okay.
But I'm going to do that on Thursday. That sounds like that goes along with tonight's show quite nicely. And I think I could probably do it. Everything from watering cans to tools, we're going to do it Thursday. Yeah.
Excellent.
Because, like I say, this is a good time. Last week, we were talking about resolutions, but talking about recycling is a good thing to think about right now. I think new year, new start, new recycling journey.
Well, the trouble is in this country is we create too much waste, and it's not necessarily our fault, but the way stuff is sold to us. I mean, why do you need apples wrapped up in plastic when you buy them? You don't. Personally, I don't buy apples like that anyway, but it's just a bit of a bit wasteful, and we've got to put up with that in this country because we're not strong enough to say no.
It's not great. One of Olive's toys, they're called Loldos. If anyone's watching, they'll know what they are. She's got too many of them. They are a tiny plastic doll that she gets. They're about a tenner each. The plastic doll's not the problem, right? They come in a plastic. Oh, we're going right off tangent, but whatever. They come in a plastic. They come in a plastic ball, and then inside the plastic ball, individually wrapped, is every bit of clothing and bits to go with it, and then also individually plastic wrapped.
Yeah, it doesn't need that.
Ridiculous plastic of stuff. Yeah. I mean, ridiculous. But yeah, we can do that. I think cardboard as well. You must use cardboard up, Rich.
Oh yeah, I mean, I cover my allotment beds over the winter with cardboard, and then I put compost on the top.
Yeah,
I was doing that at the weekend, funny enough. They're brilliant for that because they biodegrade, and even if they do get blown off in the wind, it doesn't matter because it's not cost anything.
That's it.
But all the time the beds are empty, the weeds aren't growing with that over the top either.
That's what it's about.
So it's win-win. I don't. You know, those I used to recommend using those black membrane, which I've used. I mean, I'm still using it at the moment because I've got it. I'm not going to stop using it even because I've got it.
Yeah.
But cardboard's just as good, if not better, because you can cover a much bigger area for less money, considerably less money.
That's it. Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it? Especially,
I've
ordered quite a few bits online recently, and they've all come in ridiculously sized boxes. I've ordered a wall planner the other day. You'd think it come in a tube, right?
Yeah.
No. Massive box.
Yeah. Do you find that with Amazon?
Oh, they love a box.
They do. They really do.
But you've got to support the local online stores, mate. So that's why I buy from them.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Suggs, thanks so much, dude.
No worries. Have a good one.
You too, man. I'll speak to you later.
Take care. See you later.
Mr. Richard Suggett there, everybody, telling us what he's up to. Stuart says during that, welly boots are great for making birds' nests. Robins love them, which is very good. I've also seen people make teapot houses for birds, which is quite a nice idea. I quite like that. 07, we've got about 20 minutes left of the show tonight. 0742 357 4520 if you want to call in. Let's go on to, we're talking about recycling there, but let's move on. If you want to call in about that, I'd love to hear from you. Please comment in the comments right now. I'd really appreciate it. Before Rich called in, I was just saying, share the stream, give it a thumbs up. It all helps to get the good ship Connolly out and about. Recycling, I think we should really need to think about it. Before the end of the show, I'm going to quickly fly through 16 genius garden hacks to turn trash into treasure, which I thought was quite good. But I did promise you a few other stories before the end of the show. This first one, I love. I love this. I've not looked at it properly yet, but where was it? Dad attempts to rescue lost parrot in garden before realising hilarious mistake. Here we go. Dad of 3, Stephen Maguire from Glasgow, was left in stitches. This is in the news, everyone. In the, what newspaper is this? The Mirror of all news of papers. He was left in stitches when he head out to rescue a lost pet he spotted in his garden, only to realise it wasn't an exotic bird at all. I'll quickly fly past what it was. This is good. Where is it? Oh no, you've seen it now. Hang on. Right. Julie shared the photos of the incident on Facebook because if it didn't go on Facebook, it didn't really happen. Writing, something to make you giggle. My husband looks out our window to our garden and says someone's pet parrot is in our garden. For God's sake. And it doesn't look well. I'll go and catch it and I'll put it on the local Facebook page. presuming not selling it. Off he goes and my phone rings. All I can hear is hysterical laughing. Husband can't actually speak. I hear, it's a brush. It's a brush. This lockdown is affecting us all. The post went viral and gained more than 32,000 likes, and people were quick to defend the mistake. As one comment said, this is great. You can see a parrot in the first picture, though. Another wrote, that's made my day. I'm chuckling away here. Drew said afterwards, Stephen noticed the parrot as he was eating breakfast and looked out the window. So do you want to see a picture, if you're watching the show, of the parrot? Are you ready for this? For God's sake. Come on. It's a puppy. Oh, God. Come on. Really? Oh, mate, how you doing? I want to know what that guy was having for breakfast. I know, right? Come on. Recycling to parrots, guys. I'm going to leave the next story for next week because I think it's a good chat. But before the end of tonight's show, Beto says, that parrot does not look very well. It's a brush. It's a brush, everybody. Unbelievable. What's I say? How can someone mistake that for a parrot? It doesn't have any wings. It was an ill parrot, wasn't it? Before we end tonight's show, you've got 10 minutes left. Have you ever... Crikey. Have you ever mistaken a brush for a parrot? 0742 357 4520 to tell me if you have. That's right. Oh, unbelievable. Lisa chirps in. Hello, Lisa. We love a bit of upcycling. Oh, yeah, that's why. Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that, Lisa. One of the things, I saw this story and I thought this is fantastic. One of the things, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, was on Saturday I said that I watched Lisa's Instagram stream and she was doing a seed party. By the way, we're going to have a seed later on in the year, a seed sowing party. We used to do them back in the Skinny Jean Gardeners Day with me and Dale. But we're bringing that, that'd be in March time probably. Anyway, and I thought, what a fantastic idea. Talking about recycling seeds. I think it could have been Stuart on that stream that mentioned, can we swap half-pack seeds? And I think Lisa said, yeah, sure, as long as they're labelled up. How many people here have half-pack seeds? Like, ridiculous amount, right? Like, I can't even tell you how many half-pack seeds I've got at home. Just sitting there. I think I can see, I've got a few to send off. So I said to people, I can see around the side there, I've got a few still to send out. I can't even tell you. So if you've got half-pack seeds, the best thing you can do is hand them out. Either hand them to your neighbours, hand them out to friends, ask about on FB if anyone wants. I don't know the legalities at the moment because we're in lockdown. Ask if anyone needs more seeds or any seeds to start off with. If people are starting in gardening, then that is what you need to do. Puts my hand up for a half-pack seeds. I always have too many seeds as it is. I don't know, Lisa. Are you doing seed party every Saturday? Lisa's looking for chili seeds. I've got chili seeds. I can send it probably. Let me have a little look and see what chili seeds I've got. Are you doing a seed party? Are you doing the seed swap again, Lisa, on Saturday? Let us know in the comments. But before we end tonight's show, I quickly want to have a look at this. Talking about recycling, I want to see. While I was looking, I had a little pop at this. Now, just as hang on a second. Hello.
Hello, it's Me, Lisa.
Hey, you're just talking about you.
I know. I was listening. So I was like, I might as well just ring in and chat.
Are you doing seed swap party on Saturday?
I don't think I've got the energy to do it every Saturday night.
I didn't know if it was like a weekly thing that you were kicking off with every weekend now.
No, we most probably will do it like once a quarter.
Cool. Well, I think it's
Because, yeah, it takes a lot of energy, and I've spent the last 2 days forwarding everyone's stories onto the pages, connecting people, doing all the admin behind it.
a job in itself.
It is almost a job in itself, but it was really, really successful. But no, we're most probably going to do it every quarter, do like a seed swap party and get more people involved. But it was really good.
It's amazing how many seeds people have got hanging about.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I had most probably about 30 or 40 packets to share.
Wow.
In itself that were unopened, half opened and stuff. And already today I've seen most probably 10 or 15 people go to the post office that have sent on stories that are sending seeds out all over the UK. So it's a really lovely thing because it helps people during lockdown as well, gives them another little thing to focus on. So yeah, it's really nice to do.
Yeah, it was good. I got a few people messaging me on Instagram asking about seeds.
Brilliant.
Someone even said, "Do you want me to send a self-addressed envelope?" I was like, yeah, "That's very kind of you, but no, it's okay." I thought it's a lovely group of people.
That's what I tell everyone to do. Send me a stamped address envelope, please.
Oh, that's good of you. I'm just dishing out stamps like anything. Like, yeah, have a stamp, until I go and buy a book, and I'm like, how much is a book of stamps? I thought they were only like a couple of p.
Well, exactly. That's what I did last time. So when I started doing seed swaps back in the summer, in August, I had so many. I was like £35 into stamps at this point. And someone turned around and said, why don't you just ask to send you a stamped addressed envelope? Because it's a lot better. So this time I've learnt my lesson.
While you were saying that sentence, you must have pressed the button on your phone. It went boop. It sounded like you swore halfway through it.
Oh, right.
And I told him.
But no, thank you so much for coming on Saturday night. For anyone that hasn't watched, it was really, really good, and I really appreciate you coming on. It was brilliant.
That was cool. I liked that on a Saturday night. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, yeah. We're nearly up at 1,000 people that have watched the video, which is a lot for me. So yeah, I'm hoping I get a lot more people seed swapping in January and just having fun with it and utilizing everything and upcycling as well, which is a big thing. So
your best or worst upcycle in the garden? Have you got one?
Oh God, my worst. My best one actually was the bug hotel that we followed out of your book.
Cool, thanks.
Because it was really, really fun and it actually just worked. And the more we added to it, the better it got.
Awesome.
So that was really good. What was my worst thing? Oh, I don't know. Oh, no, I do know. I tried to make some weird tomato shelter. I don't know why, from the sun over the summer with some random stuff that was around. Yeah. And the wind completely blew it down. I thought, well, that looks so much better on Pinterest.
Yeah, well, everything does. I think that's the worst thing you can do is look on Pinterest.
It is, because then you have these dreams and aspirations that yours is just going to look like it, like Richard was saying. And then when it doesn't work out, you're a bit like, oh, bum, that was really bad.
Yeah, it never looks the same. It never quite works out. It's like my jacuzzi bath that then ended up being ripped out. My mate could not believe his luck that I was taking his bath off him. And 6 months later, I was taking a bath, pretty dirty bath, full of soil, to the tip. So basically,
I do have one upcycling project that I really, really want to do this year.
Go on.
And I want to look for an old iron cast bed that someone is giving away on Facebook Marketplace, or like one of these upcycling. And I want to put it in the garden and turn it into a flower bed.
Yes, I've seen these and they look wicked.
Don't they look really good? And just fill it basically with like loads of nasturtiums that can like trail down it,
Mm-hmm.
and just loads of amazing wildflower seeds, so like the bees and butterflies can come in. And even underneath it, you could turn it into like a hedgehog and a bug hotel.
Yes.
So it's like multi-purpose, up and down.
You should create a full-on bedroom set, but of plants. So like have a lamp
Oh,
that could be like a little bird feeder thing. A little side table that could be like a wormery. It's brilliant.
it could basically be an outside bedroom.
Yeah.
Like a bedroom set in the garden.
Sorted.
Oh, I'm going to get onto that in the morning. I'm going to tell the team. I'm going to be like, right, guys, screw everyone else's projects that are £250,000. We're working on a garden project.
Something massive. I've got something massive. We're going to go skyrocket in 2021 with
It's so good, wouldn't it?
outdoor bed set.
Yeah, I'm on it. I'm going to create the video and everything. You wait. Watch this space.
Watch
Upcycling. Here I come.
Mate, thanks for calling in.
Oh, you're welcome. Catch you later in the week.
Catch
Thanks
later,
so
mate.
much for tonight's show.
That's
Take
all right.
care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I love that idea. That's such a cool idea. Let's make that happen. I feel like I might have seen that at an RHS show once. I don't know. I'd have to have a little look. Who's texting me? Oh, Vodafone. Thanks. Right. Before we end tonight's show, 4 minutes left. Thanks so much to everyone that's watched tonight. I want to quickly look through these 16 genius garden hacks to turn trash into treasure. Recycling, possibly at its best. But let's have a little look to see what's what, and I'll tell you the lowdown. No, quite right. Here we go. Right, get into it. Come on. Advert. Oh, hang on. Oh, what's happened here? Where's the article? Oh, this is it. View gallery. Oh, please teach me. Here we go. 16 genius garden hacks to upcycle trash. A terracotta pot. Oh, this is a good. Oh, I like. Hang on, we've missed one. Where's the first one then? Was that the first one? Right, let's get into it. Unbelievable. Terracotta pot. If you've got a smashed terracotta pot, oh, I like this. Got a smashed terracotta pot, you can use it as a plant label. I like that. Not a little bit dangerous with kids, but I like the idea. Terracotta pot. Another terracotta pot idea now. Fairy garden. Looks great. I've tried it. It doesn't amazingly work too well. It's very much a Pinterest thing. In fact, that picture is straight from Pinterest. Looks good. If anyone's got a decent one, let me know. We should have like a countdown here. Wine cork markers. Again, look fantastic unless it rains and then it's an absolute mess. They don't work as seed labels. Where's the positivity about? It's still here. Don't panic. Wine bottle planters. If you can make one, good luck. But I mean, actually breaking one of them wine bottles, as it looks like on Pinterest, a little bit difficult. You can make them out of plastic bottles. Just as easy. Toilet paper tubes for seedlings. As we all know, absolutely perfect and a lot easier than you probably think. Making toilet paper tubes for your small little plants. Eggs. You know it. More eggs. Broken eggshells. I know we're running out of time here. Fertilize with coffee grounds. That's not what was this called? 16 genius garden hacks. What was this called? To turn trash into gold. Banana peel fertilizer. I know some of you might have done it, but I think it's absolutely disgusting. But you can do it. Seeds and scraps. If you've got scrap food, you can get the seeds out of it. It does depend on the type of plant, but I mean, if you're going to probably grow an apple tree, then you've got a while to wait. But there we go. Tiered milk jug planter. Looks great again on Pinterest and probably could be okay if you take a bit of time. I like it. Back with the milk jug watering can. DIY rain barrel. Make it out of a bin. Just go and buy one. They're about 20 quid. Pantyhose plant hammock. Have a word with yourself. Soda bottle vertical garden. Works okay, but does not look like anything like it looks like in that photo. It works all right. A few of them, but get the positivity back out. Rain gutter vertical garden. Again, you've got to get pretty deep guttering, but looks cool. That is a 16. Unbelievable. It's not really that great, was it? Come on. What was that called? 16 garden hacks that turn trash into treasure. What an anticlimax. What an end to the show. Literally unbelievable. Unbelievable. What we got in? So my garden this year is delayed. Laid up in bed following accident and surgery. Oh, well, get well soon. Hope you're good. Try and make it as easy as possible in 2021. What is Lisa saying? I've got loads of smashed pots. Well, here we go. Broken pots, better used as drainage in whole pots. There we go. What a way to end tonight's show. We didn't particularly get trash or treasure there, did we? But we tried, everyone. We tried. On Thursday, okay, I'm going to make a whole... Why have I challenged myself to this? A whole garden set out of bits in my recycling. Join me on Thursday for that. Thanks so much, everyone, for tonight's show. We had some other stories up tonight, including one in Paris. We're going to come to that next week. If you've got more ideas, I'd love to hear from you. Whack them in the comments over the next few days. More upcycling, recycling ideas of how you think in 2021 you are going to recycle in the garden. I bet there's so many ideas out there. We could do a whole week's worth of recycling ideas, but we won't. We just won't. Tomorrow night, we are talking about how to be productive in the garden. Lots of thoughts on this in 2021. So join me tomorrow from 8 p.m. If you're listening, go and listen to the best bits. If you're on the drive to work, it's on the podcast right now. If you're watching, so many videos to watch, go check them out. It'd be great to hear from you on that. What is this saying? Beddoes is going to... Too busy this year with old dog who needs constant looking after and need to make room in the garage to store an orchestron until we can sell it. Must stop reading his comments. See you tomorrow. Facilia. Or Pacilia. You just read it off there.
Yeah. Oh, I'm on.
Oh, I can't hear you, Anon. I've done something wrong with the thing. Anyway, elephant poo is what I got.
Good evening, Lee. How are you?
Great, mate. Your signal is always terrible, but I'm good, my friend. Excuse me. You got an allotment? When I go, don't put artificial grass on top of me, alright?
You got to get composted, Lee.
Yeah,